Hey folks, all right, it is 79 degrees and a little before 12:30 on day 69, and I'm coming to you from mile 900 with just a quick reminder again about a programming note that I'll be taking a few zeros coming up in a couple days of real time, and probably about a week and a half for you guys. And I'm asking if you have any questions at all about any part of my hike, or who I am, or gear, or mentality, or philosophies, or nutrition, or anything at all, video production, anything at all. If you have any questions for me, I think I'm going to make a question video for you while I'm taking a few days at home in DC, seeing family and stuff. So go ahead and drop your questions in a comment down below this video. And I'll definitely be getting to them here in probably about another week and a half of your time or so. And yeah, thank you so much, and on with the video. Hope you enjoy it. And just one more quick note, if you have already asked your questions, thank you so much. I will definitely be going back to the previous video and scooping up those questions as well, so no need to re-ask necessarily. But thank you so much to those of you who have already contributed questions. Definitely looking forward to answering any you have, so thanks again.
Good morning, folks. It's 6:27 a.m. and 27.6 degrees inside the tent. It's day 64, and I'm gonna wake up here on Thunder Hill Shelter. So we'll get up and get started. Good morning, folks. It's 8:01 a.m. about 35 degrees. Left the shelter about 10 minutes ago at 7:51. Yeah, it was definitely a pretty cold night, but that made for some pretty good sleeping, so that's just fine. I slept with 3.5 flaps closed on my duplex, Z-Pack's duplex tent, and just got my sleeping bag liner and my 0-degree sleeping bag, nice long wool socks on, and slept from the knees up. I slept in exactly what I'm wearing now. So I had my down puffy and my Skylight Gear Alpha Tech hoodie on as well, and then the wool buff pulled all the way up over my face. So yeah, slept comfortably, slept like a champ. Super happy about that. Today we have a nice long descent. Pretty much most of the day is the descent to get all the way down to the James River, which is pretty cool. That's same river that goes through Richmond, and I got a couple good buddies in Richmond, so that's nice to have these little landmarks that remind me of folks and friends and family and stuff. So yeah, and I'm not sure exactly how far I'm going to go. We're going to kind of see how this descent goes and how the timing works out. And there's a few options for, something around 20 or over 20 or whatever, but we'll kind of, as per usual, kind of see how the day goes. Yeah, usually I would have taken off some of this clothing before starting the trail, but with that long descent in mind, I kind of figured I wouldn't be warming up super quick right away. So even though I know it means I'm going to be stripping stuff off here after not too long, I just didn't want to be cold. so I'm still wearing everything. I'm lazy and comfortable right now, and that'll suit me just fine until it's time to take stuff off. But yeah, should be a good day. I think it's going to be a little less cold tonight, maybe around mid-30s or 40 or something, so that'll be nice. Hopefully I can still sleep like a champ, but we'll worry about that later. Right now it's time to get walking, so I'll check in with y'all. Hey there, it is 11:13 a.m. and just about 60 degrees. I'm at mile 781.7, I think. Just wanted to pause and point out where we are in relation to where we've been. So you might be able to see way out there just the tiniest little white bump up on top of the hill over there. And that's that sort of, whatever it is, FAA, Homeland Security type missile defense thing, whatever that is, that we passed yesterday, which means I camped somewhere down here, and then today pretty much followed this ridge up and down and up and around and all the way up, right up to where we are. So pretty good day so far. I said it's 60 degrees, so it's warmed up considerably from this morning, that's for sure. And I know I still have about 4 or 5 miles or something like that to get down to the James River, which should be pretty fun. The James River actually has the longest footbridge on the Appalachian Trail. It's about 1,000 feet long or so. So that ought to be pretty fun. Should get some pretty fun shots from there. Hopefully I don't drop anything out of my bag as I cross the river. Yeah, and that ought to be pretty fun to see, because I've crossed the Harper's Ferry Bridge before for sure, and that's definitely a pretty long footbridge. But if this one's the longest on the AT, then this one's definitely going to be longer. So should be pretty fun. Still not quite sure exactly where I plan on stopping today, but something that's kind of knocking around in my head is that there's supposed to be some pretty serious rain tomorrow. Not necessarily storms, I think, but just a decent amount of rain for sure, starting in the afternoon or so, last I checked anyways. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that, as that might kind of affect my progress tomorrow. But I'd like to keep trucking. I'd like to keep trucking while I can. So anyways, just kind of wanted to post in and show you where we're at, where we've been, and I guess we'll find out together where we're going. So yeah, we'll keep hiking. All right, folks, it is 5:55 p.m. and it is 54.8 degrees. And I am just arriving to the Punch Bowl shelter, which is my destination for the day. And I'm pretty excited. I don't know the exact mileage, but I think it's somewhere around 25, which would make this my longest day, which is cool. But I'm really excited because I've been thinking about this being my stop all day and just not mentioning it. And in my sort of brainstorming of this being the stop, kind of thought I'd be here. You know, I was kind of pushing to try and get here before dark and all that. And I was thinking, well, probably realistically, sometime before 7, sometime in that second half of the 6 o'clock hour. But yeah, as I said, 5:55, which isn't much before 6, but feels good, man. It feels good. It is a 0.2 mile spur off of the AT, so I'm just kind of hoofing that now, and then we'll get some dinner, pitch up the tent, all that sort of stuff. Looks like there's one tent already here, way down there. Yeah, happy to be here. Hey folks, all right. I should have checked the time before I turned on my camera. My phone and watch are both back there. It's probably like 7:30 or something. Finished dinner and brushed my teeth. And my tent is all pitched up. My sleeping bag is all kind of lofting up, so that's all pretty good. I did the math on the day, and it was a 25.3 mile day. So that's pretty cool. I don't think it was a challenging elevation day just because all of the elevation gain for the most part was right at the very end of the day. So that's always a bit of a bummer. But aside from that, it wasn't like a huge elevation day. I've certainly had bigger. But I haven't had a longer mileage day, so that's pretty cool. Another superlative in the cap. And I mentioned in one of my earlier videos today that it's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow. So kind of my thought was I wanted to push and do a decently large day today, and then kind of see how the rain comes together tomorrow. It's supposed to start around 1 or 2, and then be like 100% chance of rain at 3 or something like that, and just kind of keep raining until past midnight, but cut off in the morning, so that's good. So my thought was I kind of see how the rain comes together, and if I feel like taking a short day and pitching the tent, I can do that without any feelings of guilt or anything like that on account of the big day today. So, but I haven't really looked at the map too much, so I think I'm gonna look at the map, edit some videos, and turn in for the night. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.